Okay, so I don't know exactly how this is gonna go, but this is a very not impromptu, but like kind of not spur of the moment, but like another video idea that I wanted to record. But then this came up, and I was like, oh yeah, I could talk about that because it kind of hit home a little bit. And so I was like, maybe if I talk about that, that'll be helpful to somebody or something, or who's it. So for a little bit of context, the subject of this video was inspired by me being on live stream, and during that live stream I had this feeling come up of like feeling annoying. And I thought that was so interesting because yes, that is a valid feeling, but it was like I was like supposed to be putting on a show. I was like trying to like be entertaining and to be like, you know, but I had that thought. I was like, am I being annoying? Is this annoying? And it was like a really emotional, like a sort of like big thing. And I was like, I wrote it down because I've been writing a lot of stuff down. And also there are kids playing nearby. But it was a really interesting moment. And that's what inspired this video. So shout out to anybody who happened to be in that live stream. Did I say anything out loud about it? I don't remember if I said anything out loud about it. If I happen to post that video, then I guess you could just watch that. It'll be like an hour long or whatever, but you know, no. Once again, the idea of it not being annoying. It's funny because for a lot of people, that's an emotional wound. It's like something that cuts really deep, but like, it's really an objective thing. It like boils down to like the same, not the same, it's not, obviously not the same. It boils down to like the similar but not same phrase of like, can't be everyone's cup of tea. Like, I was watching a Dr. Ramani video. I don't know if you're aware of who she is, but she's like a leading expert in like psychology and like narcissism, etc., etc. And she was talking about the difference between being toxic and being a narcissist. And she was basically saying that like everyone is toxic to someone, you know, like toxicity is just really like getting under someone's skin and like, you know, really peeving them off to no end. You know, that's really what more, because she was explaining, and the way that I understand it is like, you know, the most zen-y person, the most meditation-y, like grounded, centered, and like godly sort of person can still be toxic to another individual, because like it's really just a preferential thing. And I say toxic, and I'm replacing toxic for annoying, so like, I don't know, bear with me. Yeah, no, I had that thought, and I was just thinking about that, and like it came up at a weird time, so I didn't really give too much energy to explore it in that moment, because I was like I felt like it could, I think if I did say it out loud, I only said it to be helpful. But also, can we look at that sunset color? Like the color of the, okay, I'm gonna stop walking. I'm way too active sometimes. Sometimes it's really hard for me to stop. Like once I start, I'm like, you know, like when I make these videos sometimes, I'm probably gonna title this in a certain way. So to answer the question of the title, how to not be annoying, is just don't care whether or not you're being annoying. Like, as long as you're not actively hurting anyone or like disparaging anyone, it shouldn't matter if you're like annoying. Like, who cares? Like, if one or two people or like everyone at your school thinks you're annoying, it's like, okay, who are they? You know what I mean? Like, also, look at that. Look at those colors. The colors of the sunset. Recently, they cut these trees. There was a bunch of trees here, and they cut that down. I don't know why they did that, but they did that. And I have to imagine that the trees have been there for like ever. I mean, I don't know. But once again, look at that sky. Look how pretty that is. I know for sure that there are people that find me very annoying and very grating. But like, the thing about it is like, you can't let it get to you. You can't be like, oh my god, what do they think of me? Do they really think I'm annoying? Because it's like, if that's how you are, if that's how you show up to them, whatever. Because people are going to make up stories about you regardless. Like, no, seriously, people are going to make up stories. People are going to like come up with narratives all on their own. Like, you don't have to like, you shouldn't exert extra energy trying to like force people to like you. Like if it just doesn't fit, if it just doesn't mesh, okay. Like it just is what it is. Like not everyone is gonna get along, unfortunately, but like just gotta vibe with it, you know what I mean? Just Shunsha is really pretty, by the way. And also I'm really pretty. Look at that. Hi. How are you? Happy, I don't know what day it is when I'll post this. It'll probably be Monday, but whatever time you happen to see this, I hope you're having a nice fabulous day. And if you're not, guess what? Guess what? It's all your fault. But you can make it better. No, I'm kidding. It's not your fault. Maybe it is your fault. I don't know. Accountability. Anyways, for sure that is annoying to some people. Like when I like bring really deep topics into a conversation, like people get really fucking annoyed by that, and I'm like, I get it. We want to avoid shit, but like that's not my MO, bro. So I just fell on my ass. I really was not expecting that to happen, but it happened. It happened right here. This is the place where it happened. I'd like to be in the place where it happens. Oh my fucking goodness. I was thinking it in my head that way. What if I just fucking fell? And then I fucking fell. That's manifestation for you, bro. Positive news, good news. No one died. And if anyone did die, I'm sorry. Hopefully you die next. No, I'm kidding. Totally joking. Totally joking. Don't take that seriously. Unless you want to. I don't know. Anyways, I'm trying to make this 10 minutes or more. But also there's a part of me that wants to just make this end right here and say thank you for watching, and remember not to give a fuck how other people perceive you. I mean, in the sense of being kind, in the sense of like being a good person, I guess you could care in that way, but like if you know that you are, then it doesn't really matter what other people think, because them thinking that you aren't doesn't change who you are, or it shouldn't, at least. I don't know. Anyways, hope this was useful. Stay greasy.